Arcade Perfect, my arse. Okay guys, welcome to another Arcade Perfect my arse. It seems like such a long time ago that I last did a video when I'm playing a game. I think the last probably half dozen videos I've made have all been me just talking shite, so I thought I'd better get back to doing what I quite enjoy, and it's playing games. So this game really needs no introduction at all. Ghosts and Goblins. It was released in, I'm not sure when it was released, 1986, 1985, something like that I think. Now it's probably one of the toughest arcade games ever made. It is just brutal. It is so difficult. But it's also one of the prettiest looking and most gorgeous sounding games. I mean, listen to the music. Just absolutely stunning, it really is. Now, the first time I ever saw this game, it wasn't in an arcade, it was actually in a little cafe. In a place called Kingusi, which is away up north. Come on, you sod. Oof. Yeah, we were actually up camping. It was way up north in Scotland. Kingusi, it's a tiny little village, and me and a few mates were camping, and the following morning we got up and went to the local cafe. There was only one cafe in the whole place, and what am I doing? And yeah, there was this little kid was playing Ghosts and Goblins. It was the first time I'd ever seen the machine, and I noticed that he was on for quite a long time. He was just playing it and playing it and playing it, and I went up and had a look at how he's getting on, and if you look at the bottom there, you'll see the number of lives. I've actually got this set to 7 lives because it's such a difficult game, and he had, whoa, woof, that was very close. He actually had lives going right along the bottom of the screen. So I don't know how many lives he had, and at one point, I'm doing absolutely piss here today. At one point he actually stopped playing it and he sat down for a few minutes, and because he had so many lives, the game didn't end, you know, and then he got up and started playing it again. But yeah, it's a phenomenally hard game. It's just brutal. And I am probably playing about the worst I've ever played. Right, come on, I'm going to stop talking for 1 second to see if I can actually not die right away. I'm doing shockingly bad. I'm not normally as bad. I mean, it is a difficult game, but I'm doing awful. Ah, bollocks. Now, when I was going through the list of games that I could possibly feature in this, I was actually really surprised to realise I hadn't done this game. What I did do was an Arcade Perfect for its successor, which was Ghouls and Ghosts, which is another cracking game. Let's try and get this. Come on. he's usually not too bad to kill. Hey! Ironically, he's probably the easiest part of that level. This level is just savagely hard. Oof! I don't normally get past that bit, so I'm obviously on a bit of a roll at the moment. I think what makes this game so difficult is just the completely erratic movement of the baddies. You're just getting hit everywhere. Now this is probably getting roughly about the furthest I've ever been in this game. Yeah, I mean the artwork in this game is just fantastic. It's just relentless. There you go. Anyway, that is the arcade one. Let's take a look at some home conversions. Right, this is the Amstrad one. You see a couple of famous people here. David Whittaker on the sound and the graphics by Stuart Pickford. So this is probably going to be pretty good, I'm hoping. Let's go S to start game. Right, okay, up to jump obviously. In the arcade one, you had a separate jump button. I've got to say that zombies look less zombie-like. Bloody hell, is that going to just keep coming? It looks like it is, yeah. They look less zombie-like and more like, I don't know, they look like some kind of 80s pop act with a large barnet, or mullet I should say. This is just non-stop. Normally in this game they sort of randomly appear, but these guys just keep appearing continually, which I don't like. Now, why can't I kill that bird? No, you've got to jump up in it. Sounds pretty good. Graphics are a bit... how the hell did I fall down there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, graphics are... You know what the graphics are? Actually, I'm bad at all. I'm not too keen the way the zombies just continually come out the same bit of the ground. That's a bit odd. See what I mean? They just keep constantly respawn. Why did I die there? Nothing even touched me. Strange. That's strange. I mean, when I get hit once, you should lose your clothes, but I seem to just be dying right away. I mean, the backgrounds, whoa, oh shit, the backgrounds are pretty detailed. Let's go for one more quick go. Yeah, you can see there the baddies are always coming out at the same bit of the level. And also in the arcade one, you don't have to jump up to kill that bird. So I don't know why they've kind of gone that way. And apart from these slight wee kind of annoyances, it's actually not bad. Come on, dearie me. That is annoying though. Because graphically and sonically this is actually quite a competent Vulcan version, but it's just the way they've programmed the baddies to constantly respawn at the same bit, which makes it very, very difficult. In fact, is there actually any animation for when you lose your clothes? No, wait a minute. Did you notice that? You don't appear to lose your clothes in this one. One hit and you're dead. Bonk. So they've kind of tweaked the arcade. They've not stuck rigidly to the arcade one, which is a bit strange. I wonder why they did that. I mean, this game was converted by Elite for all the home systems, and I do know the C64 one didn't have that. So that's a wee bit annoying. I don't know why they've decided to do that. Did they just run out of time for drawing animation or something? I don't know. So it effectively makes it even harder because you've only really got one life. In the other versions, you get hit once, you go into your underpants. In this one, it's instant death, which makes it a lot harder. And the fact that these guys constantly respawn is just annoying. Yeah, and you've got to try and jump to kill the bird, so you know what, unfortunately for me, it looks nice, it sounds quite nice, but it's just the wee, they've tweaked the gameplay mechanics a wee bit and they've made it slightly unplayable, so let's move on. That's the Amstrad one anyway, let's crack on. Right, okay, this is the Atari ST. This was an absolute sod to get working. I just couldn't get the keyboard working, but anyway. Right, you can see there Stuart Pickford again, so I'm guessing he was involved in it. Right, let's get going. Right, you can notice right away that the firing seems to be a lot quicker than the arcade one. Quite say graphically it looks really nice. And at least he's got the it's built in the you know, the 2 life thing. You get hit once, you lose your armour. Yeah, I never actually played this when I had Atari ST. It does seem a lot easier. Come on, don't make an arse of this. Whoop, what happened there? Right, come on this time. There you go. That's also trying to throw you. Alright, okay, we're getting a bit of loading going on here. Yeah, graphically this is really, really nice. It looks pretty arcade-like. Obviously, it's not got the same colours, but the actual graphics look pretty authentic. Come on, let's just make a run for it. Oh, that was close. Got to say, this is pretty good. This actually. I wasn't really expecting too much from this one for some reason, don't know why, but this is pretty good. Come on, where are you? Where are you? There he is. Hey. Load central, is it? Yep. Yeah, that looks pretty damned arcade perfect, I would say. Bugger off, these little things, little sods. Here's the big jump. Oh, way, there we go. Ah, you get. Yeah, apart from the colours, this is pretty spot on. I'm really impressed with this version. Oh, you get. Now, wait a minute. I don't think I can die. It's looking to me like I've somehow. Now, I noticed there was some sort of option screen for infinite lives and infinite energy. Now, I didn't touch them, so I'm wondering if they were maybe turned on by default. I'll maybe just get down this level and then we'll call it a day, I think. Not too far to go, I don't think. It just shows you the ST was really a capable machine when it was done properly. I mean, there were some absolute howlers that came out for it. And I remember these are a bit of a sod as well, if I remember rightly. Oh. Come on. Oh, more of them. He's got wee skinny legs, doesn't he? I think that's the end of the level, so I think we'll just call it a day after this once we get to this bit. Yep, he's got him to defeat, and he's usually about the easiest guy to kill. Oh, there's two of them. Right, okay, that is the Atari ST one. Let's crack one. Okay, this is the Commodore Amiga one. So let's start. Here we go. Wow, this is pretty impressive. Oddly, I never ever played this game. I can't think why I missed out on so many good games for the Amiga. I mean, I had Amiga for quite a long time, but I don't want that weapon. I mean, the sound is absolutely spot on. The graphics are really nice as well. Whoa! Oh, bollocks. This is really nice. I don't know how I managed to miss out on some of these games for Amiga, considering how long I actually had it for. I mean, the graphics are spot on. Again, the colours, you're never going to be able to get the colours, obviously. The arcade had a bigger palette to choose from. There's no way I'm going to get past this. No way losing my life early doors. Ah, damn, I managed to kill him as well. Yeah, the sound for this is excellent. Even the sound effects are almost perfect. Really, really nice. Well impressed. Hey, oh, beauty. Oh, that was close. Oh, excellent. Right, this is going to be tricky. It is. Oh, see, it seems to move back and forwards like the ST one. Safely over. No, don't hit me. Bollocks. Ah, come on. That is always a tricky wee bit. Oh wow, I've got this little bit as well. That's the only home version I've seen. It's got that wee kind of intro bit. Oh, damn it. Oh. I never learn. Seriously. Right, I need to try and kill these guys, I think. Right, now make a run for it. Ah, I didn't even need to jump twice there. I'm going to blame the joystick. This is seriously impressive. I'd have been delighted to get this. I'm doing absolute pants at this. I don't know how many lives you've got, you seem to get plenty anyway, which is no bad thing. It probably plays slightly, oh come on, slightly slower than the arcade one, which isn't bad at all, it's no bad thing. The only thing that home versions do lack over the arcade one is the fact that you've got a separate jump button on the arcade one, and sometimes trying to play these using a joypad isn't always ideal. So anyway, yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Look, that is the, I don't know what I'm trying to spell here. Meme, that'll do. That's the Commodore Amiga one, let's crack on. Okay, this is Ghosts and Goblins, and this is on the Game Boy Color, which I wasn't aware was actually out. Right, how do we start it? Here we go. Ah well, at least you've got the two buttons to jump. Or sorry, you've got one button to jump I should say, but you've got the two buttons in total. Ah! Bollocks. Oh, that went over my head, how did that happen? I've got to say, for a game which when I first switched on there I thought it looked very, very garish, it actually plays pretty good. Ah, damn it. would actually probably look pretty nice on a little screen. I'm also playing this on a monitor, so it does look a bit blocky, but you know, graphically wise it's not bad. Sound wise it's not bad, it's actually not a bad little conversion. And it plays really nice as well, so what more could you ask for? No, 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 no. I don't think it's supposed to do that. It's meant to kill you. No, I knew I was going to do that. Bollocks. Hey, it's even got the wee sort of level bit as well, which is quite nice. I think what makes this game so difficult is the fact that it puts you right back to the start every time. If it let you continue from where you died, it would probably be a bit easier. Come on, where are you? Ah, damn it. That was a cheap shot, that. Right, this time, don't go too near the edge. I'm a twat. I'm going to have one more little shot of that, that's actually pretty good. Come on, if I can try and not lose a life at this bit. Come on, where is it? Ah, bollocks. Right, let's see if I can go over this bit. This is my final shot. Right, anyway, enough of that. That is the Game Boy Color. That is actually pretty good. I quite like that one. Okay, this is the C64 one, which was the one that I played all the time back in the day. Let's get this started. There we go. Oops, a daisy. Now I've got to say, I mean, it is a nice version of the arcade one. It's got super smooth scrolling. Graphics are maybe slightly on the small side, but I suppose, you know, to try and take in the scale of the arcade game, you couldn't really make them much bigger. The music is excellent. Those are the sound effects as well, you get. And like every other version, it's as hard as nails. Now there is actually a better version of this. This is what it was released. It was actually, there's a group of clever coders have basically taken they've taken this game, they did the same to Commando, and they basically rejigged the graphics, sound, put in extra levels kind of thing. This version I'm playing here is the one that was released by Elite back in 1986. But you know, if you want to play the C64 one, I suggest you go and check it. I think it's called Ghosts and Goblins Arcade. They've used the core code for this version, but they've just improved it. And it is a thing of beauty, it really is. But yeah, this version is really good. It's hard as nails, you know. The jumping can be quite tricky at times because you're having to sort of push up, and it's probably not best played with a gamepad. You're probably better off with an actual joystick. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was lucky as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Bugger off. One thing I noticed when I was playing it there, it seemed to be, the level seemed to be quite a bit shorter than I remember it to be. Ah, come on, how can you avoid that? That's a bit unfair. Yeah, the jumping's always tricky, trying to use the joystick, trying to push it up. Ah, come on! This is just brutal. If anything, I'd probably say this is actually harder than the arcade one. Ah, man. Right, anyway, enough of that. That is the C64 one. J-MAME, that'll do. Right, let's batter on. Right, okay, this is the PC one. PC DOS, to be specific. And it's got a different title screen than the rest of them. We'll F1 to start game. Okay, F1. Oh, bollocks. I think that's slightly too fast. Right, okay, seems to kind of float about. What's interesting, you can actually change direction in mid-air. And he appears to have no hair. When he loses his suit of armour, he seems to lose his hair as well and his beard. I mean, graphically it's not bad. Sound is abysmal. And they seem to have changed the level layout slightly. You only get one lad at this point normally. Yeah, so the layout is quite different from the arcade one. Ah, bollocks. he doesn't normally appear at that point, so they have completely changed they've remixed the level layout. What? It's also a lot easier than other versions. Ah, damn it, as he falls to his death. Remember kids, this is what we used to have to listen to in the early days of PCs. It wasn't all your CD or your DVD quality music. And they look like flying chickens. Oh! He's a wee dwarf. A dwarf version. Right, where's the key? Oh, he's back again. He's obviously sent his twin brother. Right, enough of that one. That is the PC one. That is rather odd. So let's crack on. And this is the NES one. Now, if it's... Oh, I was going to say, if it's anything like other arcade conversions on the NES, they tend to do their own thing. They tend to use the name and sort of completely change the levels, but we'll give it a bash. Okay, right. Well, it's early days, but it actually looks and sounds pretty nice. Oops, a daisy. Obviously lacks the colour of the arcade, but it sounds pretty good. There's certainly plenty of zombies anyway. Whoa! He just literally appeared in front of me. Scrolling's not 100% smooth, but you know what, I can live with that. Ah, damn it. Now this game wasn't ever ported to any of the other sort of consoles. It didn't appear to get a port to like the PC Engine, Mega Drive, SNES, any of these at all. It was the successor to this, Ghouls and Ghosts, which found conversions on all these machines. It's slightly rough around the edges. It plays pretty well, and it looks and sounds pretty good. Bollocks. I should have known that. Let's go for one more quick go. But it's actually really, really playable, which is good. It kind of feels a bit more like a shoot 'em up because of the kind of number of baddies that are coming towards you. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. There's some armour as well. Anyway, listen, that's the NES one. That is pretty damn good. Right, okay, this is Ghosts and Goblins, and this is actually on the PSP. It was released as part of the classic Capcom Classics Reloaded, I think it was. This did come out on the PSP, came out on the Xbox, came out on the PlayStation 2 as well. It's definitely a collection worth getting because you're getting arcade perfect ports. Now I'm also running this under emulation. Basically it looks really pretty. Some slight issues with the sound there which it wasn't doing until I started recording the software. In the main it's pretty good. That was easy. That bit is probably the bit of this game that kills me the most. And you go right back to the very start. Okay, this is pretty. I would say this is a absolute spot in the arcade. Oh, you cheeky bugger. These are the single most worst weapon in any game ever. Kind of odd that it would give you a weapon that's actually worse than the one you've got. Well, that's certainly the case with that thing. Why did I jump? I have no idea. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that. That's on the PSP and it's part of the Capcom Classics Reloaded, I think it's called. Right, I think we've got one more to look at, then we shall do a roundup. Right, okay, this is the very last one we're going to look at. This is on the ZX Spectrum, if you can't tell. Monochrome glory. Anyway, let's see what it's like. Select joystick J, and I think it's a Kempson. And we press enter, and we press 0 to start. Right, now there appears to be a complete lack of any sound. Or is it just because I've got the volume turned down? I'm not too sure. Oh, hang on, I did hear a little beep. I'm just going to adjust this for a second. Yep, there's a little noise when you actually kill the baddie. Anyway. Ah, bollocks. The graphically this is pretty good. It's like a lot of the Spectrum conversions, they always went for the monochrome look, which obviously detracted slightly, you know, from the arcade game, but it did mean that it could kind of get a sort of higher resolution graphic. And invariably the Spectrum out of all 8 bits actually looked the sort of the most impressive, albeit lacky colour. But this actually feels, out of all 8 bits, the most like the arcade one. It's kind of got the sort of same look to it. You know, and to get an arcade game like Ghosts and Goblins to into a little machine like this is no mean feat. Obviously there's almost a complete lacky sound, other than the sound when you shoot somebody or when you die. I've got the infernal, what do you call it, infernal flame thing, whatever it's called, burning torch. But yeah, the actual detail in the graphics is pretty good. It does get slightly difficult also trying to see the graphics at times, because obviously they kind of have the same colour as the background. He doesn't appear to have a beard in this version, he must have obviously shaved it off. But yeah, in the main there's not really been any howlers. The PC one was a bit odd. It just seemed to completely do its own thing. I mean, it was called Ghosts and Goblins, it had similar graphics, but they completely changed the level layout for whatever reason. Don't know what that was about. Ah, damn. So I would say the PC one was probably the worst. Let me try and think. Let me think. I'm trying to actually think of all the different versions that I've done. Right, okay. The Amstrad one was pretty good, apart from the baddies kept respawning from exactly the same bit, which made it kind of quite difficult to sort of, you had to kind of jump over them a lot of the time. It was a bit strange, whereas the baddies in other versions, they should just respawn sort of at different bits, but they always seem to just keep coming out the ground at exactly the same bit, so I don't know what was going on there. The ST one wasn't bad, I think. That was pretty good, if I remember rightly. The Amiga one was excellent. I would say it's almost arcade perfect, probably slightly slower than the arcade one, but that was no bad thing. Game Boy Color one was excellent. At first I didn't have high expectations when I saw it. It's quite kind of garish looking, but it played really well. It was actually quite easy, very playable. C64 one has got probably the best sound. Well, that's not entirely true, it's got the best soundtrack, albeit it's not really arcade perfect. Smooth graphics are a bit on the wee side, and it is just really difficult. So that's probably a bit of a downer on the C64 one. The PC one, as I say, was just it did its own thing. It was a bit of a bit nonsense. NES one, that was pretty good. I would say that was pretty good. Pretty arcade faithful. The PSP one is obviously emulated, so that is pretty much spot on, and I can guarantee, because I actually own them, the Xbox collection and also the same collection on the PS2, they're absolutely spot on, arcade perfect. So if you want to play the real deal, either fire up MAME or else get the Capcom collection on either the PS2, PSP or Xbox. But in third place I am going to go for, I think I'm going to go for the Game Boy Color. I thought that was an excellent little version. Second place, I think we would have to go for the NES one. That was really spot on, really authentic. But my favourite version without a doubt, was the Amiga one. They really seemed to nail the sound. It seemed to be almost arcade perfect sound. Graphics were spot on as well. So yep, that is my winner. The Commodore Amiga wins this arcade perfect. So anyway, enough of my whittling. It's been going on long enough, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you've not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and as usual, I'll catch you later.